Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day. Well, today, as promised, we are going to be starting Enchanted Garden. It is a Joy Sunday wannabe. I'm assuming it's Joy Sunday because it has all their packaging. It is 49 by 33. And it is a 14 count. So we are using 2 strands. I'll be doing the half cross stitch over the whole thing. It is a partial. And it has lots of back stitching. But we're going to be starting today right here on this little quilt that's hanging up on the clothesline, if you will. Or this line. Yeah. And I did use the loop method. I just put it in, and yeah, let's get you down here where you can see. And I got my spring needle minder, and I did put an extra, what do you call it, oh my goodness, magnet underneath that, just so you could see the little spring motif while we stitch. Let's see if I can get a hold of it. Yep, it's big, but it's not big. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So, how is everybody doing? Are you having a good weekend? I hope. Yeah, I forget I'm doing half cross stitch. I'm pretty programmed. What can I say? Yeah, yesterday I stitched on, let's see, oh, doggone it, castle walls for a bit. And I stitched on scarlet ribbons for a while. And what else did I stitch on? I stitched on something else, but you know, it was just a matter of picking it up, putting a couple threads in it, and going on. You know, I had to have a little break while I'm doing my counted cross stitch. Got one of my little quickie headaches. That's what I call them these days. But I don't have a headache now. I used to get cluster headaches. To me, they were migraines because they were pretty, you know, substantial back in the day. But, you know, as I get older, they don't seem to carry on quite as long. I mean, it's not so debilitating that I have to go and lay down in a dark room or anything, you know, to that effect. But, yeah. So, that lasts about 45 minutes, and I get this sparkly in my eye, and can't hardly see. They have been so totally worse, so, but I just get them every once in a while. I have no idea what brought this on, because I was doing nothing but sitting there. Sometimes I'll get a headache if I eat too many cashews, because, you know, I really like cashews. And, yeah, no, I haven't been eating those. It's probably the chocolate, but most chocolate doesn't affect me really bad. Sometimes semi-sweet chocolate will throw me into a headache, but not too bad. So, like I said, the plague of the headaches is pretty strung out these days. You know, I used to have them way back when I was younger. And, you know, I'd have, sometimes if I was totally stressed out, I would have like 4 or 5 a month. But now, yeah, just every once in a while. Just every once in a while. Oh yeah, that's attractive. Yeah, that half cross stitch thing, it takes me a hot moment to get started here. I took out 2 whole strands and cut them in half because when they're long and there's so little of them, sometimes they get a little knotted. And I don't care whose kits you're working with. It just happens to me, so I just split them in half. Well, I gotta go to work today. Yay! But no, it's for a good cause, so. Yeah. Okay. I can't hold on to that whole wad and try to stitch. Let alone do, what do you call it? The sewing method. So we'll see. Dagnabbit. See? I keep coming up like I'm going to make a full cross. But we're not going there. Not going there at all. Well, we got all that little bunch done. I tried to pick a color that would stay, you know, just keep stitching for a little bit, but there's such a small surface area here. Yeah, I think this is going to be cute. I really do. Oh, and I found... Oh, what is it called? I think it's called Summertime. I got it before and it was counted. Yeah. And, hold that thought. I'm concentrating here. Hope this will work. Try to pull real easy because I have broken the eyes of needles. I forgot what I was saying. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this happens more and more and more and more every day. I'm losing my mind, all y'all. So I watched Nicola Parkman this morning. And I watched Colorado Cross Stitcher. She has a shop here in Colorado. I think it's a good 2 hours away from me. It's in Loveland. And she also does, what do you call it? She has an online shop as well. So they take orders, but really a pretty little shop. She has got a lot of variety. I would go absolutely ape. I could not never work there. It'd be like selling Avon all over again. Yeah. I bought more in Avon than I ever sold. Yeah. But that's just the way things happen. Because I was living with my grandmother, and my grandmother and I both just loved Avon stuff. So, yeah, we were always buying something cutesy from Avon. Oh my goodness. And somewhere in my bag of tricks, I still have the Christmas snowmen from Avon back in the 80s. Yeah. But we bought ornaments and perfume and powder and just you name it, we bought it. Yeah. It was sad but true. My aunt, which was my grandmother's sister, whoops, she had an entire set of the red dishes from Avon. Ugh, love them. I was never rich enough to buy those back in the day. So, yeah. But I always loved them, and every once in a while she'd get them out for Christmas, you know, when we'd go down there for dinner, you know, like Christmas. Well, let me preface that. We'd have Christmas with my mom's side of the family one weekend, and then we'd have the other weekend, we'd have our Christmas with my dad's side of the family. So, yay. So we got the best of both worlds, and they only lived like, an hour and a half away from us or whatever when I was little. So we'd go down there and have a good old time. Sometimes I'd go with my grandmother on the bus down there, and we'd stay the weekend, you know, for a long weekend. Just loved it. At my aunt's house. And they didn't live in the country or anything. They just lived there in town. So it was nice. We'd go out to lunch at this big cafeteria, which was absolute fantasy land for me because we never got to go to a cafeteria. Whoops, I did it again. We're having stitching issues here due to the operator of the needle, not the project here. So yeah, good times were had by all. And when I went down there, okay, let's see, how do I explain this? My aunt's husband's mother lived with them, and she had a treadle sewing machine. Yeah, no, I never got to see that in action because, you know, we were always visiting. And, you know, she wasn't working on it, but I just thought that was too cool. Yeah, I fell in love with sewing and stitching, and she's the one that used to make the quilts. They'd have rummage sales at their church, and she would buy up all the silk ties, and she would cut them into crazy quilts and sew them all together, and then she would hand embroider, if you will, you know, all the embroidery stitches that go on the crazy quilt pieces, you know, like the feather stitch and whatever else. And she'd do embroidery, not embroidery, what's the word? You know, like satin stitches and all that. So that's basically where I started. And she, at some points, she would make doll clothes and for our dolls, and she would make these great big cloth dolls. They were pretty much, I'm trying to get the stupid ends together here. Make these dolls and all the clothing that went on them. I mean, the doll's head was like 8 or 10 inches across. But yeah, I had her for years. Had that doll, I meant. But yeah. So, got interested in all that. And plus my mother did embroidery. Some people call cross-stitch embroidery, but I don't call it embroidery. Embroidery, I think of, you know, satin stitch, long and short stitch, loop, daisy stitch, French knots, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. To me, that's embroidery. This is cross-stitch. Welcome to cross-stitch. No, just kidding. But yeah, so I got surrounded by all the things when I was small and growing up. But that treadle sewing machine, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I couldn't even begin to tell you what kind it was. It might have been a Singer, might not have been a Singer, could have been a white. I have no idea. But it was cool. Yeah, I still remember that. Yeah, I can remember crap that happened when I was small, but ask me about last Tuesday. No, not happening. Or yesterday even. Some days that doesn't even work. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's get going in the right direction here. So, yeah, I gotta work 2 to 9. Oh my goodness. And then I'm off tomorrow. So I'll be cleaning house avidly. before my friend gets here on Tuesday or Wednesday, so yay. I just love house cleaning. Nope. Yeah, I was watching that Colorado cross stitchers. You know, she was just kind of giving a tour of her new store. Evidently they moved. I didn't even know she had a store. But, I saw that pattern. Cross stitching, no, buying cross stitch like I'm immortal. Yeah, gotta get that pattern, because I'm just gonna make 3 of them and put them in every part of my house, you know, so maybe I'll stop getting so many cross stitches. Yeah. Fun times. But yeah, it was just so me. And it looks like a fairly easy pattern. Most of it's wording. I'm sure there's a little motif here and there, but nothing too horribly bad. Yeah, because that just fits me to a T. We're gonna run out of thread again. Oh, maybe I can make it go this way. Yeah, I like that half cross stitch because things go a lot faster. Oh yes, let's get that one too, because that way we won't have to start with a new thread. Come on. So we'll see. And I don't believe, I'll have to look. Hang on. Got a couple things going here. Let me put that right there a second. Don't believe there's any half. I didn't take the whole thing out. Yeah, I saw this and I just thought this was just too cute. And it looks like something you could just work on, you know, whenever. And it's got back, oh, it does have half cross stitches. Where the hell are those? Half cross stitches. What is that? It's a 9. Half cross stitches. It's a 9 with a light symbol. Oh, they're down here. By the... Oh, it's the shading in the, hang on. Hold that thought. One too many things on my desk. The shading, like, right underneath all this, that's supposed to be half cross-stitched too, but... Oh well, we'll just carry on. We'll see how that all works out. Yep. I think it's cute. I like it. It's got so many little things, come on, going on. That's the part I like. See if we can get this in here this time. You even have to do the threading of the needle different. There we go. Because I got a loop at one end. Oh hell, just sit there a minute. There we go. I'm trying desperately not to do that other green. What can I say? I keep trying to. Tried to stitch it 3 times. So we'll see how this all stitches up. You know what I mean? I was wondering how you'd do a pattern if there was already half cross stitch in it, so we'll see. I bought, what did I buy? I bought something, and it's coming. Can't remember what it was. Oh, I bought that diamond painting. Yeah, from OneDaySaving, actually. And they sent me an email saying that it would be it was shipped. So that's on its way. Heaven knows how long it'll take to get here. So I'm not expecting it this week at all whatsoever. It seems like I bought something else, but I can't remember what it was. Actually, I did get I bought this thing for my granddaughter, and it's like a little, I'll call it a terrarium. It's got a dome, and it comes with all the little figurines, let's call it, and like there's like pebbles or whatever to put in the background, and you glue it all down, and then you put this dome over the top of it. But I saw it on, I forgot, it's Anthony, I can't remember. He's always doing something, crafty. But his was actually dinosaurs. And he said, oh, you can get it, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. So I saw the unicorns, so I got it in unicorns for my granddaughter's birthday. And, yeah, so it'll be here before her birthday, I hope. Keeping my fingers crossed. So, I thought she might like that, and I told my daughter, she's going to have to help her, figure out where everything goes. You just kind of set it up however you want it, glue them down, and then you can actually glue that dome down, and it's a little music box thing, So I just thought it'd be cute to sit on her little dresser, because it wasn't a dresser or her little nightstand. But I thought it was something she could do crafty, because she likes crafty, but she's pretty, what is the word? Not specific, but she didn't like to do all crafts. We still haven't taught her how to cross stitch. Yeah. And she does love diamond painting, so we'll see how that all goes. So stuff, and more stuff. We do have to go to her birthday party next Saturday afternoon at about 1 o'clock, so I don't know that there will or there won't be a European town cross stitch next weekend, because my company will still be here, so we'll see. Alright guys, I know, not too much, but we got all the way around there. Just one more little bit. Alright, well thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye bye. Keep stitching.